Africa could be changing in a whole lot of ways, man. One of the big things that the West always wanted to make sure Africa does not fully do is to be able to refine its resources, because that would honestly cause a big shift in the world and how everything is looked at. Well, now Senegal is actually refining Nigerian crude oil. It's coming in about 30,000 barrels per day, and it's actually being refined and then shipped over to Europe to be sold. Usually what ends up happening is African crude oil comes out of the continent, goes to another continent, whether it's South America, the US, or Europe, or China even, gets refined and then resold at a big premium back to the African countries. Well, now they're actually working very hard to try to refine it in house. And Senegal already has the Sangomar oil field that can refine 100,000 barrels per day. That sounds like a lot until you realize Saudi Arabia is doing 9.27 million barrels per day. So it's not a lot, and they can even produce up to 11 million, by the way, in Saudi Arabia. So 100,000 is a great start. It won't get you there to compete with the rest of the world, but if they can get to 1 million barrels per day over the next 5 years or over the next decade, or even faster than that time, maybe they actually could do it faster than that time. Or even if they could get to 9 million barrels per day in the next 2 decades. I don't know, what rate they can actually grow this at or how rapidly that can actually take place. You would need kind of oil experts for that, but this is truly promising, man. This is very nice to see.